Hi, friends. Welcome to La Femme Bleu. Welcome, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Happy Friday! It's Friday. Happy Friday to you. Wanted to do a quick video here. I believe it was Tuesday night. Tuesday night this week. My son was praying, and it was cute in terms of his prayer. He's 7, so I was, as usual before bedtime, I pray and then I ask him to pray. And so this is the second time he's done an extremely long prayer. I think I recorded about that first one before. This one, he was praying for his friends in school, and he was praying for, all other relatives, those whom he had not seen in a long time. But he just, remembered key things. And so one of the things that he remembered was to pray for his wife. Can you believe it? At the age of 7, he prayed for his wife. It was unbelievable. So this is what he said. He said, and I wish, honestly, I really wish I had a recording. I don't know, just every day. I mean, there are things that he says when we're driving, spontaneously. And I'm like, there's got to be a recorder or a camera somewhere where I can capture these moments. I really wish, I could just record day to day. But anyway, um, so he said, I pray for my wife, and I pray uh, that we will not separate. That really touched me because you and I both know I'm not with, my husband. He's my ex. So he says, I pray that we will be friends, something of that sort. I mean, I don't have the specific words that he used, but he says, I pray that we will be together and not separate, and we'll be friends. And then he says, and my children will not separate. Oh my goodness, it really touched me because you could see how the separation has really had an impact on him, and granted, he kind of, I mean, since he was a baby, I haven't been with his dad really. So he grew up knowing me, and learning about his father really, and trying to understand, well, how come mommy and daddy are not in the same home? But anyway, so, this prayer where he really made it a point to pray for the person that he will be spending the rest of his life with was really impactful. And that's always been my prayer as well for whomever that young lady will be, for God to touch her right now, this moment, to shape her into the image that she needs to be in, for her to be secure and love herself and know who she is and her purpose, so that when they meet, she'll be completely whole, and if there are, of course, there will be challenges in every relationship, but there will be challenges that they will be able to deal with. And I just pray, and I pray the same prayer that they will be one, that they will know what unity means. And once they join together mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, that they will recognize the impact of that relationship on their family, as they begin to have children. It's you creating a generation, for tomorrow. And it's really important, really, for when you get into a marriage, that, you realize that it's not just about us, But once I start having children, then it's the tomorrow's generation that you're impacting, and that I am impacting. So my prayer, of course, is for him to be whole himself, that this separation will not leave a dent of any sort, that God will just fill that gap, because it's obvious there is a gap. And I pray that he will understand, as he gets older, he'll see all the pieces and why we ended up separating, because I had to walk away from the relationship, unfortunately. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share that with you, to let you know about this little man's prayer for his future wife. And I'm believing that God will honor that prayer, that God will have him cross path with someone who is solid, someone who sees him as their best friend for life. And I pray the same prayer for me. This is not the end of my chapter. It's the end of that chapter, but my story continues. Um, and my prayer is that I will cross path with someone who is solid as well, and that this person, this man that I'm believing for, will have an impact on my son. Will play a role somehow, that he'll see that there can be committed relationships, and where there's love and there's understanding and there's unity. So I'm praying, other than my parents, that he will continue to see other solid relationships in his life, and that will give him the reassurance that it's not impossible, you know, to have a solid relationship with someone. All right, friends, I'm going to leave you. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Happy Friday. Make it a great day. All right. Be purposeful about it. All right. Thank you for listening. I hope that you subscribe. Thank you so much. Leave a positive comment. All right.